My name is Frank Edima. I'm your go-to person for your brand development. Recently, I conducted a poll for people to select a course they would want to study or they would want to learn during the pandemic. And the course that stood out amongst others, and of course had 75% of votes, was how to harmonize and monetize your skills. So today, I'm going to be taking you on that course. And I promised my followers that the course was going to be free. So I'm doing just that. This course is going to come in 4 parts. So make sure as you're watching this, you're also following to watch the second part, the third part, and the fourth part. So I'll be sharing with you some nuggets, case studies, activities, short stories for you to be able to learn how to monetize your skills. For us to do that smoothly, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn on your notification button so that you get notified of new episodes. Done that already? Thank you. Let's begin. Monetizing your skill sounds really very good. But how do you monetize what you do not know? How do you harmonize your skills when you do not even know what skills you have? So first thing first, discover yourself. You're a complete collection of skills, passion, longings, purpose, desires, and will. These things vary from person to person. That is why we can have a very good automobile driver and a very frustrated medical doctor. It's not about the lofty things that we do. It's about the simplest things that we do out of our personal desires and choices. Usually, I take people on personal development programs, most times personalized, so everyone can know how to discover themselves. But for the sake of this course, for the sake of helping you harmonize and monetize your skill, I'm going to run through steps and the tools that you need to discover yourself. So, if you'd want to be part of that personalized personal development program, drop a message in the comment section below and let's start from there. Or you can send a personal email to this email address or send a WhatsApp message to this phone number and we'll take it up from there. How you discover yourself in the journey of monetizing your skill is very important. So you have to take this number 1 very seriously. What did I say number 1 is again? Discover yourself. So let's talk about how to discover yourself. There are lots of tools that you can use to discover yourself. But for the sake of this course, I'm going to mention a few. And these tools are skills, resources, potentials, people, places, and experience. With these tools, you can ask yourself simple but important questions like, what skills do I have? What are those resources that I can easily access? What are my potentials? Who do I know that these potentials can help? Where should I go so I can use these potentials? And finally, what experience do I have to use these potentials? When you're able to answer all of these questions, you are already in the journey to discovering yourself. When you have discovered the skills that you have, the resources that you can access, and the people and places you can go to, you are close to discovering your very true self. And that is the first step towards monetizing your skill. For example, someone would say, I can sing. That's a skill. What resources does that person have? Maybe the person has a good voice as a resource. Yes. Most resources can be human. Most resources can be material. And maybe the next thing is he has a keyboard. That's a resource. What potentials does someone with that skill and those resources have? One of the potentials is that he or she can become a musician. What are the places the person can go to? Cinema, a church, as long as it's somewhere that musicians are appreciated. Who would the person know, or who should the person know? The person should know someone who has been in the music industry. The person should know someone who can, put up beats together for him or for her to, begin to do the music beat by beat. And then lastly, experience. What experience does the person have? Maybe the person sings in the church, the person sings in cinema halls, or the person sings in events and all of that. So putting all of these things together can help such a person discover himself or herself as someone who has the potentials of being a gospel musician or a secular musician or whatever kind of music the person really wants to go into. Do you understand? First thing is what? Discover yourself. First step, I told you have to discover yourself. And what were the take home? The take home were, number one, that you have to know what skills you have, what potentials you have, what resources you have, who you know, the places you've been to, and the places you want to go, and of course the experience that you have as someone who has discovered yourself. So that was step number one. So we're going into step number two. If you have any question for step number one, drop a comment in the section below and let's answer your question.